Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello everyone.
Hi.
How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm fine too, thank you. Today is a great day because our friend Vera will present her final exam. Are you ready, Vera?
I'm ready.
Okay, everyone, welcome Vera.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
First of all, I would like to say thank you to Miss Ari, to Mr. Ari, to Miss Ice, and all the teachers here. And I would like to say thank you to all of you guys for coming to my final exam presentation. And I'm Vera, and today I would like to have a presentation about my English journey in Britania, Purwokerto. So, as you can see here on the slide, my English journey is like this quote. For me, this quote is not only applied for an artist but also for me as a learner. I feel like after these 3 months, I feel more confident because I trust myself, I give myself permission, and I explore. I did a lot of experiment, especially in English, and so that finally I can stand right here and doing my final exam presentation in front of you guys. And first of all, I would like to tell you more about myself. My name is Vera Andraini, and you can call me Vera. I was born in Magelang, Central Java, on March 18, 2003, and this year I'm turning 19 years old. And originally I live in Bogor, but right now, because I'm currently studying pharmacy in Jenderal Sudirman University, I live in Purwokerto. So I speak Indonesian and of course English, and I have a lot of hobbies, and one of them is reading book. And this right here is one of my favorite books, and the title is Girls in the Dark by Akio Shirikawa. And Akio Shirikawa is like a Japanese writer, and I like all of her story, all of her novels. And the reason why I want to learn English is because I want to experience new things by applying on student exchange, especially to Korea. And my dream university is this, Yonsei University in Korea. Yonsei University is like the biggest 3 university in Korea. It's like UI, ITB, and UGM in Korea. And Kampus Merdeka has an exchange program named ISMA, and Yonsei University is one of the host university there, and I really want to apply and accepted by that program, and that's why I learned English here. And you can contact me on Instagram if you want to. My Instagram username is Vera_Frami. And you already know about myself, but I want to invite you more to know more about me. That's why I will introduce you to my family. This is my family. I am the only child, so it's just my father, my mother, and I. And first of all, I would like to introduce you to my father. So my father's name is Suhanwi, but people often call him Mr. Hanwi. He was born in Jakarta on May 2nd, 1977. So this year he's turning 45 years old. From the appearance, you can see that I am like the female version of my father. We have a really similar feature, like we have a same oval face, we have the same brown eyes, we have the same thin lips, and something that is different from me and my father is just our hair, because my father has a curly hair and a taller body. And right now, my father works as an export-import supervisor on a garment factory in Banyumas, and that's why right now he also lives. My father is a very disciplined person, but she also like he also a hardworking, but also a family man, and that's why he works hard, like to make his family have a stable life, have a comfortable life, and he also like to have a good suggestion, a good recommendation for me, and he also always help me to solve my problems, to solve what I face in my life. He wants me to be a better version of myself. And next up, I would like to tell you about my mother. My mother's name is Indah Tehanoko, but people often call her Miss Iin. So she was in Magelang on January 5th, 1978. So this year she's turning 44 years old, only 1 year apart from my father. From the appearance, maybe you will think that I'm not really look like my mother, but if I'm standing next to her, a lot of people will think like, are you your mother, younger sister, and not like mother and daughter? My mother right now lives in Bogor, but she works at Sukabumi as a marketing manager in a toy factory. She has a brown hair color and really likes to dye her hair. And as you can see from the picture too, she doesn't wear hijab and she wears glasses. My mother is a caring person too. I think she is like the most loving person that I've known in my life. And then she also very kind, and she always next to me whenever I need her. Like she's my supportive system. She's my I'll be the better version of myself, just like. And then us like to spend our time together, like doing and just chilling. And luckily, three of us has the same hobby, and that is traveling. And this is what one of my favorite tourist destination that I've visited with my family. And this is Chinsui Cave Temple. This is a Buddhist cave located in Genting Highland, Malaysia. It has a spacious space and with 9-level pagoda, from as you can see from this picture, and it is located on a high place, and that's why to come here you have to take a gondola, just like this picture. And from this place you can see like a beautiful scenery from above, because it's located in high place. You can see like a sea of clouds, a lot of forests from up there. And it also, the most interesting part of this temple is this journey. It has a journey to enlightenment sign. The reason why this place have this sign is because in this temple there are like a diorama of 10 hell chamber. It's like what you the place that you will go after life, like you will sort it into hell or heaven, and this place has a diorama of that, like an illustration for the 10 hell chamber. And it's kind of scary, honestly, to see the 10 hell chamber, because in that diorama you can see how people like torture by the kind of like officer when you make a lot of crime in your life, like you be a rapist or you dishonest, and you will be tortured in hell. And even though the three of us like traveling, there's no place like home. That's why in this presentation I would like to tell you about my house too. So I live in a beautiful small house in Bogor. As you can see here, my house has like a big pattern on the wall with cream wall color. And there's a little terrace in front of my house. And that's the place where my mother like keep her plant because she likes gardening. And that's also the place where I spend my time helping my mother watering the flowers, or just cleaning the terrace, or just spending my time together with my family too. And if you enter my house, the first room you'll see is the living room. I have a small living room with a dark green, light green wall color with some furniture like a sofa set, a table, a fan, and also some pictures on the wall. And if you go straight from the living room into the aisle, you will find my storage room and also a bathroom next to my storage room. And then if you go turn right from that aisle, you will find my kitchen. I have a large kitchen because my mother really loves cooking and spend her time in the kitchen, of course. So I have a cream wall color kitchen with a lot of furniture too, like a shoe wardrobe, a refrigerator, a lot of cabinets and stove and sink. And beside the sink, you will see my washing machine. And then beside my washing machine, you will find my second bathroom. And then after you find my second bathroom, if you turn right from the aisle, you will find my parents' bedroom on the right side. It's a large bedroom with a dark green, light green wall color, and it also has a lot of furniture like bed, two wardrobes, an air conditioner, a table beside the bed, and also a drawer. And then from my parents' bedroom, you will see my family room. If you go straight from the aisle on the left side, you will find my family room, and it's that place where I spend most of the time with my family. And it's just a small space with a sofa set, a cabinet, a TV, and a sound system that surrounds the TV, and also a fan to keep us while we feel hot. And then after family room, on the end of the aisle, you will find my bedroom. And as you can see here, I have a messy bedroom with a turquoise wall color. And in my bedroom, you will see my bed, and my two wardrobes, my study desk, and then my chair, also air conditioner and a fan. My bedroom is my favorite room in my house because I spend most of my time in my bedroom. I study there, I cry there while watching a movie, a sad movie, and I also doing all of my assignment while I was have online class. And from this picture, you'll see I have a messy desk, but that is my favorite spot. I spend a lot of time in here, not only studying but also entertaining myself, like watching YouTube videos or a movie and all the things that I want to do there. It's been 4 months since I come to my house, so I really miss my house so much, and I have a reason, one more reason. other than I miss my house and my parents, the reason why I really miss my house, and that is because I have an emotional support cat. I have a pet, and that is cat. Originally, I don't have a cat, but this little creature always comes to my house every day, and that makes my mother and I feel pity because she was pregnant at that time, but we don't have food for her, and that's why my mother and I decided to buy some cat food and then give her food every day, and that's how she became my cat. So she has a funny name. At first, I just want to call her like Meng, but my mother wants to name her with a strange name like Coco. But so because I like to call her Meng, she combined the name, and right now her name is Komeng. She was pregnant when I first met her, and she also gave birth in my house, and it's actually his third generation baby. Sadly, the first and second generation baby died because of the virus, and there's no kitten that survived the virus, so I feel sad about that, but this second generation finally survived from the virus, except the one in the middle. She died because we were at holiday when she has the virus, and that's why we cannot save her. But these two survived, and right now they are as big as a bear. They're very big, and this one named Sapi, and this one named Keju. I named him Sapi because he has like a fur that looks like a cow. He has a black and white fur, and this one I named him Keju because she has a similar fur to her mother. She has a brown fur and brown and white fur, and also like the skin pattern of her mother, his mother. And Keju is short of Komeng Junior, and that's why I named him Keju. Like combine that two sentence, two words. And in my house with my cat, we make a lot of memories. We make a lot of history with, of course, with my cat, with my parents too. But I have a place where I have more history about my entire life, not only my life, but also me and my extended family, and that is my hometown. So my hometown located in Magelang, Central Java. It is a small town, and Magelang most known because of the Borobudur Temple. That it was one of the seven wonders in the world, and Borobudur Temple is one of the main tourist attraction if you want to visit Central Java and Jogja. But other than Borobudur Temple, Magelang also has a lot of other tourist attraction. And have you watched Ada Dengan the movie? In that movie, if you remember, there is a scene where Rangga and Cinta like have a adventure in early in the morning, where they climb a mountain, and then finally they watch the sunrise together. And this is where the scene take. This tourist attraction name is Gereja Ayam. Yes, it was a church before, but right now they didn't use that anymore as a church anymore. And because of its unique shape, its unique architecture, right now it became one of the tourist attraction in Magelang. And other tourist attraction in Magelang is this. The name is Nawan Temple, and it's located near my house too. And sometimes I go there with my uncle with motorcycle because it's really close. And I remember when I was a child, I went there and have like a mini photo shoot with my uncle there. And this is one of the other tourist attractions too. This is a river called Kali Blongking, or in English it will be Blongking River. It is the place where I spend my time playing with my cousin. I remember when we were little, I went there and then wet myself, and we go back to my grandmother's house with wet clothes, and we have to take a walk and pass the like a village with a wet cloth, and that is also a funny story too. And this one in the middle is like a maybe signature dish from my hometown, and that is kupat tahu Magelang. I know it's like a common food, you can find it everywhere, but for me it tastes different in Magelang, and you should try it if you want to visit Magelang. Usually I visit Magelang when I'm in my holiday, because I want to spend my time there and meeting my extended family. And you know what comes after the holiday ends? It is I have to go back to my daily routine. And in this presentation, I would like to tell you about my daily routine too. So I usually wake up at 2 or 3 a.m. And then after that, I take a bath, and after I feel like I'm more fresh and ready to do what I'm gonna do, I sit on my desk, open my laptop, and then do my assignment or just studying. And then after that, on 4 a.m., I pray subuh. And after that, I continue to do my assignment or just study. And after that, on 5 a.m., sometimes I have a video call with my mother. Like she asks if I'm doing okay, like what I'm doing right now, something like that. And then on 6 a.m., sometimes I go outside my room and then make a breakfast. Sometimes I only have a simple breakfast like fried nuggets, fried sausage, or just fried rice, because I don't have time to prepare any other things. And on 6:30, sometimes I eat my breakfast, and then I finish at 7 a.m. And while I'm eating breakfast, I also check my campus website to see what I'm going to do in that day, or if I have a quiz or an assignment or something else. And then on 7 a.m., I usually prepare myself to get ready to go to the campus. And then on 6:30, I go to the campus because I always have class on 8 a.m. And then my class starts at 8 and then finish at 4 p.m. or 4:30. And I don't only study at the campus, I also have a laboratory practice. And that is also known as practicum in Indonesia. And then after I finish my class, sometimes I go to some restaurant and then buy something for dinner. But I usually buy Padang food because it is delicious, have a large portion, and also cheap. And then after that, I go home. And then I clean myself, like change my clothes into my pajamas, and after that I rest. And on about 6:30, I eat my dinner, and then after that, I like doing my assignment if I have assignment, and sometimes just studying. But I always have assignment, so I always do my assignment after I pray Isha. And then if I finish my assignment in that night, I will like sleep at 9 or 10 p.m. But if I haven't finished, I will stay up late until 12 p.m. or 1 a.m. and just go to sleep, and then I will wake up at 2, and I have the same daily routine every day. You already know about my daily routine, but I will invite you to know more about what it's like being a pharmacy student. So this is my study. I am a pharmacy student in Jawa University, and right now I'm in my 3rd semester. And in 2 weeks, in the next 2 weeks, I will have my final exam at the campus. So please pray that I will do well in my final exam. In today, I will like explain to you what I've been learning in this 3rd semester. I have 9 subjects, and that is basic of pharmacokinetics, pharmacognosy, toxicology, and biochemistry, civil education, Indonesian, analytical chemistry, and then molecular biology, and also clinical pharmacology. And my favorite subject in this semester is the basic of pharmacokinetics and toxicology. In basic of pharmacokinetics, basically, I will learn about how our body process the medicine, but I will learn that in mathematical equation. I want to know how long the body absorbs the medicine and how long the body excreted the medicine, and also in toxicology, I will learn about how some drugs can be toxic to the body, because every drug has adverse effect and sometimes it's dangerous. That's why I learned about toxicology to prevent that to happen to the patient. And being a pharmacy student sometimes really tiring, really exhausting, and I also want to quit sometimes and just go to my house and meet my parents, have a rest, but I hold on and just keep doing what I'm doing right now. But if I'm in a not good mood, I'm like in a mental breakdown because of my assignment, of my marks, I heal myself with a delicious food. And in this presentation, I would like to show you about my comfort food too. It is a simple food actually. You can buy it everywhere. It's kway teow kuah ayam. But specifically, I like this kway teow that's sold from a restaurant near my dormitory. The name is Nasi Goreng Gunawir. Besides kway teow, he also sell like fried rice or fried sohun, fried noodles, and some warm drink. But my favorite is the kway teow kuah. I order this almost every day, almost every night, because I really like them, and it makes like my body warm and it makes myself don't really think about the assignment that I have to do. Like it's like a self-reward too. And because I really like this food, I recommend this food to all of my classmates, and I think the restaurant Nasi Goreng Gunawir became a pharmacy-based game, because it also opened until 2 or 3 a.m., where most of us finish our assignment, and because we don't have time to like prepare the dinner or buy some dinner. We like to go here and have a dinner together at 1 or 2 a.m. And other than this, after this semester ends, I will be like go home, and then I will rest, and I also can be like reunited again with my best friend. And I have 7 beautiful best friends, and that is Nabila, Cynthia, Virgin, Dita, Nada, Audi, and Corinne. Uh, we were in the same junior high school. We were classmates back then, and one of them, Virgin, also my chairmate from junior high school to high school. Actually, we were separated when we entered high school. Some of them together with me in one high school, and some of them separated. But even though we started in high school and we started to in university, we still keep like good communication. We like to have like a late night video call, or every holiday season we like to spend our time together, like eating in a restaurant together or watch movies together. So we keep our friendship like stronger every year. One of my me and my friends' favorite thing to do if we want to spend our time together is like just chit chat in my house. My house is their favorite place too, so that's why they like to come to my house, and we eat together, and also like yeah tell what we've been doing in our life, something like that. And in this holiday, I also have planned to like spend my time together with my best friends too. But other than spend my time with my best friend, I still have a lot of free time in my holiday, and in that free time, I like to spend it with doing my hobbies. I have a lot of hobbies, as I said before. I like to do DIY kind of stuff with beads and wire. I like to make some rings, make some keychain and wire sculpture with the wire and beads. And I also like to read some books. My favorite genre is mystery, thriller, and fantasy books. And this too is the recent books that I've read from my favorite writer, Akio Shirikawa, that comes from Japan. I love that she always has like a plot twist in the end of her story. And I also like to spend my time with painting. I like painting since I was in high school. Like I really love to watch some painting tutorial on YouTube, and I become curious about like how to paint. And then I've tried it, and I think I like painting, and that's how it became my hobby. And my favorite painting is Starry Night by Van Gogh, as you can see here. I really love to like duplicate the Starry Night as a reference for my painting. Like if I don't know what I'm going to paint, I will paint Starry Night. That's why I have a lot of Starry Night painting in my room. I also paint them in my case too. That's how I really love Starry Night by Van Gogh. And my other hobby is listening to music. I really like listening to music, especially upbeat songs, to boost my mood or to like make my day better in the morning by listening to an upbeat song to make me like to makes me stronger in the morning. And my favorite K-pop song is a K-pop song because most of them are upbeat song and have a beautiful message behind the song and also like a motivational lyric. And I also like to see them perform on stage. And listening to have like a legal place to stream the song, I use Spotify a lot, and my top Spotify artist that also my favorite singer is this guy. His stage name is Britania, but his real name is Hyun, and he is a South Korean rapper. He actually a rapper, but he is also a singer too. He has a unique, raspy voice that easy to recognize, and he is also a second runner-up from a survival show, a Korean rap survival show named Show Me the Money, season 8. And until now, he has released 2 EP or 2 mini albums. The first one is Bucket List, and the second one is Nangman. And my favorite song from Big Naughty is Vancouver. So Vancouver is a song about his high school crush that has to move to Vancouver, Canada because she has to continue her study. And then in the lyrics, he say like it's been 6 years, like and 100 couple days, but he still has the same feelings for her. And I have other hobby too. Not only the one that I have said before, I also like watching movie, and this is one of my favorite movie. It is a Disney Pixar movie called Inside Out, and I think in this movie the director have like a brilliant idea because like they put our emotion like joy, sadness, anger, fear, and disgust as the one that control our activities in our minds. And it was an amazing movie. This main character named Riley live in Minnesota. Like she has a beautiful life with her best friend, with her hockey team, with her family. But one day she has to move to San Francisco because of her father works. And in San Francisco, she doesn't like, found herself there. She doesn't like the school, she doesn't like the friends, and even she doesn't like the hockey team where hockey is her favorite activities. And she has an idea to run away to Minnesota by stole her mom money and to buy a bus ticket to go to Minnesota and like back to her normal life before she moved to San Francisco. But in the end, she canceled her plan and go back to her house and communicate with her parents about her problems, about what she feels in San Francisco, and she continued her life. She continued her happy because when I first moved here, like I don't know anything about Purwokerto. I feel homesick like on my third day after I moved here, and I feel like I want to go home as soon as possible. But in the end, same like Riley, I try to accept like my destiny, my life here, and right now I have I live happily here in Purwokerto. And what I like about this hobby, by watching movie, I get a new a new knowledge, a new characteristic like that can be used to improve myself. I can get that too from this person. So this is my idol. His name is Mark Lee. He is part of a South Korean boy group named NCT, and right now he is part of four groups in NCT, and that is NCTU, NCT Dream, NCT 127, and also Super M, which is other group from the same agency. And he was born in 1999, and his position in the group is main rapper, lead dancer, and also vocalist, producer, and also lyricist. So we can say that he is a multi-talented person, and that's because he is a hard-working person. He's very hard working, and he accepts challenges. He likes to learn anything that he can do before. Like, he doesn't give up, and that's what I like from him. I also want to have that hardworking side of him too. And having Mark Lee as my idol has influenced me in other things too. For example, because Mark Lee is a Korean Canadian, I have Korea as my favorite country too. So what I like about Korea is not only because Mark Lee is from Korea, I also like Korean culture, Korean language, Korean food, and the place that I really want to visit in Korea is Namsan Tower and Han River. I can imagine if and I will like have my own vlog and vlog it in the Namsan Tower friends. And then on Han River, I want to have picnic there, and then I will order some chicken and eating some ramen with my family in the Han River. And I also want to taste an ordinary Korean food like tteokbokki, jjajangmyeon, and bibimbap, and also ramen, like original ramen from Korea. And the last place that I want to visit when I go to Korea, I want to visit the place named Starfield Library. It's a large library located in Gangnam. From this picture, you can see it has a good architecture. It has an aesthetic design and a lot of books too. And I think I can see myself like sitting on the corner near the window with the good books and a beautiful scenery outside. And that is the end of my presentation. Next up, I will open a Q&A session. And if you guys have any question, I will be happy to answer all of that.
Vera, what kind of loving do you get from your mom?
What kind of love? I think my mother's love language is physical touch. So she likes to like hug me, give me a bunch of kisses on my face, even though I've grown up. But I like that. I like that love language, so I just accepted that.
Is it like older version of you?
I would say yes because we have a lot of similar characteristics, also hobbies and like favorite things. We have similar favorite things, and I spend most of my time with my mother. Like we like to go to the mall together and just window shopping. That's why I think that my mother is older version of me.
You have no more sibling?
Yeah, I have no siblings. I
No,
am
you only
yeah.
one. So wow. So you're very happy, very
I'm lucky.
very young. your life full of
Yeah. I received full a lot of love
yeah.
from my parents because I'm the only child.
But do you want to have siblings?
I want to because I feel lonely when I at home because both of my parents like work. Sometimes I want to have siblings so that they can accompany me like whenever I feel alone, and I have friends to talk.
Yeah, I think you have so many friend and best friend and the hobbies and
Yeah.
your talent so much. So you're not lonely. You not need
That
the siblings.
the things that I learned to do, like my hobbies and my friends, is because I feel lonely and I don't know what to do. That's why I try a lot of new things to spend my time too.
You like to make toys from why?
Not only toys, I also like to make ring, ring, and a keychain for my best friend and for my mother too, because I love like creative activity.
Oh. How did you learn it?
I like to watch some reels on Instagram, and some of them like provided a tutorial to do that, and I follow the tutorial and I make them in my size, in my friend's size, and my mother's size, and that's how I do that.
How about painting? How did you learn it?
Painting. I also learned it from a video. I like to watch videos on YouTube about painting tutorials or like painting videos on YouTube, but and also on Instagram too. That's how I learned. I copy them.
Sorry, why do you want to why do you want to apply a scholarship in Tengah?
Oh, yes,
Yes.
okay. Actually, I watch a lot of YouTube videos about person that has a scholarship and study abroad, and I feel like I want to experience that too. I want to get like a new knowledge, a new international exposure too, and the main reason is because the government have a free program for that, and why I don't try to apply. That's free, and you can convert your activities abroad to your study here, and it's not like wasting time too. So I want to get that, and that's why I would like to apply to that scholarship.
Does your hobby influence the way how you choose your friend?
I would say yes, because if we have like, the same hobbies, especially we have the same like favorite things to do, we have a lot of like connection, and we can match like very well. We have a lot of topics to spend, like a lot of topics to talk, a lot of activities to do together, and that I think I because of my hobbies, it will influence me to choose a friend.
What are common things between you and your best friends?
It's an interesting question. I don't think we have a lot of common things. We just, match really well. Sometimes if you don't have, even if you don't have like the same favorite things or similar things, if you match very well with other person, they will like attach to you everywhere you go. But I think both of us, all of us, like to spend my time like indoor. We would like all of us like a homie. We like to spend our time inside the house, and because of that, like we match very well.
Are they introvert?
Not all of them are introvert, but yeah, most of them are introverts.
Why did you interest about Korean culture?
What Korean culture? I think first of all, I interested in Korean culture because of K-pop first. Like I know K-pop first before I know about Korean culture, and because of K-pop, because a lot of K-pop songs use reference in Korean culture. I know about Korean culture and I became interested in Korean culture.
Sorry, can you cook bibimbap?
Bibimbap?
Yes, can you cook?
So bibimbap is easy food to make,
Yes.
so I can cook them.
Yeah, and babi,
Kimbap.
yeah,
Kimbap.
yeah.
I also can make kimbap. It's also easy food
Easy,
to
yeah.
make.
Use the frozen beef, right? Frozen beef.
I don't use frozen beef. I like my kimbap with cucumber, carrot,
Yes.
of course seaweed and rice and fried egg, and then a Korean side dish named I don't actually remember the name, but it is lobak. It's Indonesian name. In Indonesian, we call it lobak, like a sweet lobak, and we roll it with a roller, and then it became a kimbap.
So difficult. Can you describe the recipe?
Share the recipe.
Yes, share the recipe.
I can share because it is an easy Korean food to make. First, you prepare the rice. Usually, I cook the rice not very dry. It's still like what is it? Like wet. Where it's just in a right consistency like that, right water and rice consistency, and then I add sesame oil, and a pinch of salt, and I mix it, and then I prepare the seaweed, the dried seaweed, on the roller. So I prepare the roller first, and then I add the dried seaweed, and I spread the rice on top of the seaweed, and I add my toppings. You can add the toppings, everything you like on the toppings. Like if you like beef, you can add beef as your toppings. If you like spinach, you can also add spinach as your toppings. And after I add the toppings on the top of my rice, I roll it. And on the end, I put a little bit of water so that it can stick together. It can stick together, and then after it rolled, I cut it into a small shape, like a small, so that it can fit in one bite, and that is your kimbap.
I think like the sushi, Japanese sushi.
Yeah, it's like
Similar?
Japanese sushi. Yeah.
Oh, similar.
Yeah, it's similar.
And you are big fans of Korean culture.
Yeah.
And what makes Korean culture is so special for you?
culture special for me, mainly because of K-pop. I think K-pop, since junior high school, K-pop has been a special thing for me. It what makes me live my life happily because K-pop makes my mood a lot better, and it makes like I like to see them perform. I like to see their spirit. If they were in a survival show, I like to see them learning how to sing, how to dance, and it's like makes me motivated.
And the kimchi make the Korean people very strong. Very, yeah, they can stand up, they can open shop in the morning until night, and I think never tired. That
Yeah.
maybe kimchi, yeah. I
Yeah,
think kimchi is
Yeah.
so good, so strong.
yeah,
The kimchi is with the from the vegetable, the white apa itu sawi putih,
oh yeah,
yes, and then use the white or use the
Use the salt and then the
salt and
what is it?
Chili.
Chili
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 pepper.
powder.
chili powder, yes,
Yeah, and then we fermented it.
from until what day until
Maybe it depends. It depends on the type of kimchi that we want to make. But sometimes it only takes about 3 days to
3
fermentate.
days.
Yeah.
Every person at Korean, I think,
It kimchi.
eat kimchi.
Yeah.
Like we eat the pempek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why do you like marketing?
Smartly. Oh yeah. As I have in my presentation, the title is Smartly Hardworking. The hard worker. I like him because he is a hardworking person. As I said before, he achieved challenges. He wants to learn. He doesn't quit. He doesn't give up. He is hardworking, and I want to have like that kind of hardworking like in my life, in myself, because sometimes I still feel like lazy, even though I have a lot of things to do. So I kind of procrastinate everything and just lay in my bed. So I want to be like Markley.
When was the first time you know Marco?
Oh, it was on when I was in my junior high school. So at my junior high school is my first time exposed to K-pop, and in my 8th grade, NCT just debuted, and the first idol that catch my eyes, the first member that catch my eyes is Markley.
I think the face of the Korean is similar.
Yeah, some of them are similar.
Even man and woman, it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they similar. Why?
They have a similar feature, unique eyes. Yeah.
The doctor same operation, the same doctor operation day, them,
Maybe.
yes.
So what do you think about, most of Korean people have similar feature? Okay, is it because of the plastic surgery?
Maybe because of like the genetics too.
Okay.
Not only plastic surgery, but also genetics, because like East Asian have like the same figure, the same kind of face. So maybe that is the reason why some Korean have a similar face. Besides, they do plastic surgery sometimes.
What do you think about plastic surgery?
I actually don't really think about that. because what I like from Korean, I like their song, not only their face. I also like their song. So even though I don't like the visual, or they have like not a special visual like what I like from most of the groups that I stand. I listen to their music because yeah, what I like from them is they produce the good music.
The Korean people, when they stop speak English is not good, right? Like the
Yeah,
Japanese, it's
yeah,
very difficult.
that's right. Because you know, I also learned some Korean,
Yeah.
and some of their alphabet like
Yeah.
it's the same for two alphabets like B and P
Oh,
have the
yeah.
same
Cannot be
have the
fun.
same
They come,
have the same alphabet like
Yeah.
for R and L
yeah.
they also
can-
have the same alphabet. That's why they cannot speak English very
Yes,
good.
yes. Not like Malaysia.
Yeah,
is very
Malaysian
good. Yeah.
and Indian.
Yeah, India.
Yeah, they have English as
Yeah.
their like main language too.
Yeah.
And
Because when
English,
yeah, English,
yeah,
yeah.
like menjajah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Philippines also, Filipina,
Philippines also has the good
they
English too.
English good, yeah, good English. Indonesia is Dutch, no famous,
Yeah, it's not really famous.
no
Dutch.
famous Dutch, no. The small country.
Yeah.
What makes you feel unhappy?
Unhappy. Most of the time I feel unhappy because of my marks at school. Yeah. I think it's the saddest part of my life when I get bad marks. I feel like even though I already worked hard to that maybe exam or quiz or assignment that I've done it for a lot of days, not sleep, and still get a bad marks, and that makes me not only sad but also upset. Like why I have like this kind of marks, why the lecturer give me this marks even though I've worked hard. That's what makes me unhappy the most.
Do you want to work in Korea?
Do you want
Work in Korea.
work in Korea? I want to visit Korea, but I don't want to have a permanent life in Korea. You know, Korea have a big problems on racism, and as a Muslim that wear hijab, I don't think I can survive their racist words, and that's why I think have a permanent life in Korea, work in Korea is not my plan. I want to work or live in a country that is Muslim friendly, and but maybe not Korea at this time. But I don't know, in the future maybe it will change based off.
Of Korea.
Yeah, I've been exposed to K-pop since junior high school. So it's been about 7 years. I know that side about Korea. One of them is they cover their political news, the issues in politics with a K-pop scandal, and that is for me as a fan, it's the darkest side because they release the scandal, a big scandal that makes the group to cover their political issue like for the government. The government themselves like just for their private, their personal problems, and they make like other person's career fall down, and they finally disband the group.
Yeah, I remember the Cho Young. He is very famous at the Korean because he has the big, so big, the
Fan.
church.
Church.
Yes, yeah, Christian church.
Christian church.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Indonesia people, Christian people always go there.
Also go there for
Yeah.
when they visit Korea.
Yeah, this
Ah.
Korea. Ziarah,
Oh yeah, like Sierra.
but I never go there. How long you been there, Korea?
I haven't been to Korea, but I would like to if I have enough money, of course, and I have time. I would like to go visit Korea.
Yeah. You already know at television, so you go there like you already go there before, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you describe more about USA university, like the curriculum or something else?
My university.
No, USA.
USA. Oh. I actually like don't really know about the curriculum. I only know that it is a famous Korean university, and why I made Yonsei as my dream university because it is one of the hot university in ISMA in the program that I want to apply, and I also like interested in the course that they provided in Yonsei University in Korea, and so one of the famous things that I know about Yonsei is a Korean drama always like have like shoot their drama and it especially like a school Korean drama always have Yonsei University as their classroom, and that's how I know Yonsei. But I haven't like searched or researched more about the curriculums or about how they study in Yonsei.
Do you want to take master degree at Yonsei University?
Actually, I've searched about the master degree. But as far as I remember, the best like pharmacy master school is not in Yonsei, and I don't think Yonsei has a pharmacy school. So maybe I'll search more about the pharmacy school in Korea.
So what is your dream university?
Dream university for master degree.
Yes.
I forgot the university name, but it's located in Australia. Yeah. Like my father also suggested me to choose Australia if I want to have master degree because they have a good pharmacy school. But I don't remember the university name.
Yeah, I often eat at the Korean town food court. They often use the hot bread, very hot.
Yeah.
Wow. Very
They
hot.
like hot
Yeah,
hot food.
Yes. Oh, okay.
Do you watch Korean drama a lot?
I actually get bored easily at Korean drama because it has a lot of episodes. I prefer watch Korean movie.
Oh, okay. Do you think Korean movies represent the life of Korean people?
No. Korean drama and Korean movie is like, yeah, their good side. They show only their good side to the worldwide, but the real life is. So if you watch Korean drama, you will know that Korean drama has a lot of romance romance genre, but in the real life, in Korea, there's still a lot of high patriarchy patriarchy scandal, and that makes a love life in Korea is not as amusing that from what we see on the Korean drama. And from the news that I've read right now, a lot of Korean young people doesn't want to marry because of that, because of the patriarchy culture in Korea.
Do you think what happened in Korea will influence to what happened in Indonesia?
Maybe because Korean wave is really big in Indonesia. So even right now, in Indonesia brand, all of them use Korean artists, use Korean celebrity, actor, singer as their brand ambassador, as their face of the brand. And maybe what happened in Korea next will also influence how Indonesia do their lives, or influence Indonesia in their how they advertise their products, or how they maybe the store that they will open, or the restaurant that will open in Indonesia.
What is your favorite drama that is going on this week?
Favorite drama? I don't really watch drama. Alright. Because I'm in exam season, I don't really watch anything. I don't watch movie or drama either because I am busy watching my lecturers' videos.
How do you manage your time?
I actually don't know how to manage my time yet. I still have a bad time management because I love to procrastinate everything. I feel like I always lay in my bed and then scrolling my Instagram. So I still have a bad time management too. But even though I'm a deadliner, I never late to submit my assignment.
It's good.
Why Korea is more advanced for technology or economy than Indonesia, even though the independence that is similar.
Okay.
Almost.
Maybe I will answer it in my experience as pharmacy students do. Indonesia, like, if we want to improve something, if we want to make new technology, new investment, the government it's hard for them to spend their money on new investment, on new technology. So we don't grow. We want grow up. We want grow. It just stuck in this same daily routine, same technology. But Korea, their government not really hard to spend their money on new technology, on new investment, and they also use Korean wave, use K-pop to boost their economy. Because of K-pop, even BTS is their brand ambassador, Korean brand ambassador, because they use BTS to boost their tourist attraction, their tourism, and also because Korea has a lot of like boy group, a lot of artists that they also sell their merchandise, their albums, the Korea economics.
Good quality, yes.
Yeah, Korea have a good quality gauging.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe they see a chance in Korean technology. If you know, maybe they see a potential in their young men that invented new technology and they invest in there, and by that, it will improve their like internal products, their own products. So that, and that's why because they invest in that and they promote that, a lot of Korean people like start to look at the products and feel like it's good, it's easy to use, and it's our own product, and it makes them proud and use their own product instead of something that imported from other country.
Do you like read novel?
Right? Read novels. Yeah, I love to read novels. It is one of my hobby. My favorite genre is fantasy, thriller, and mystery. I love to see that three genres. Read new novels, I identify them first, like if I'm going to like this or I'm not going to like this kind of novels by reading the summary. And I also like to read the review on the internet or on Twitter, and that's how I identify how if the novel is good or not. And sometimes I also like have an experience. The novel that I felt is not suitable for my taste. I will identify it as best, as a worse or not good or bad novel, but maybe it is because of my taste. I have a different taste in books, so that I say that the books that I bought is a bad novel, but maybe not for other people.
That's my last time I was asked how many months you can perform use the English very fluent, very
Oh,
take
okay. So my mother is a marketing manager, and she likes to use English a lot because she has to speak with the buyer, and all of my mother's buyer is from abroad, and she has to learn English, and she actually speaks English too, and sometimes she speaks English with me too, and because like she has ability to speak English, she wants me to be able to speak English too. And in my elementary school, I have another like English course, but not in a formal way like this. It's just I go to my teacher's house and learn English together with my friends, and also that also happened in my junior high school. I learned English with my friends in my teacher's house, and then in my junior high school, I learned a lot of grammar. So I finished learning the grammar that I have to use to speak English, and that's why when I joined Britania, I already know about how to speak English, and because I keep practicing, I keep talk with Miss Ari and other teacher, I became like more fluent in English.
that had the outland English and experience long time, and you have the mother. What is the business of your mother, your mom?
The business
Your mom, must speak
English.
English well.
Yeah.
She work at the foreign.
She works in Indonesia factory. She works in Indonesia, but she works as a marketing manager. So she has to promote
Okay.
like her factory products to other people, so that other people like influenced to buy her products. And like she's the manager, so she has to communicate with buyer from outside Indonesia, from abroad. And
And the Magelang or Bogor,
uh,
Jakarta.
at first my mother worked at Jakarta.
Mhm.
It is where the office located, but the factory need her more, so she moved to the factory, and the factory is located in Sukabumi.
What kind of the thing?
Think that my
The
so
food or
my mother works at a toy factory.
Toy?
Like she produced a doll.
doll?
Yeah, doll. Like if you know the doll from Nature Planet, and some Sonic doll, and the doll that is sold in H&M. It is my mother factory produced it.
Oh, I never have.
So
Yeah, because 1940,
yeah,
no
it's not
toy for us. So poor.
Do you have a plan to work as a marketing manager just like your father or your mother?
Maybe not, because I see my mother has a good public speaking skills and a good communicating skills, but I don't think I have them. I don't think I have an ability to promote a product. So that's why I became a pharmacy instead.
Okay, you study at pharmacy faculty. What made you decide to choose pharmacy?
Okay. So it is. I have a long story about this. At first, I wanted to be a doctor. I wanted to be a medical student, but I applied in a lot of universities, but I failed. They reject me a lot of times, and my parents suggest me to apply to be a pharmacy instead in Kursus, and I accepted. But at first, I didn't really want to be a pharmacy, so at first I kind of want to refuse the acceptance. But my mother said, just follow, like just accept it and study to be a pharmacy when you will like study to be to take another exam next year, so that if you fail again next year in next year exam, you will have a backup career. And I followed my mother's recommendation, and I actually took another test, another university entrance exam this year to be, and I applied to be a medical student again, to be a doctor again, but I rejected again to be a medical student. But I actually applied to like 2 different entrance exams, and I got accepted into an engineering faculty of University of Indonesia. But my parents didn't allow me to like accept it, like to enter the university, and suggest me to keep continue my study to be a pharmacist instead. So I follow their recommendation. I follow like their suggestion, and right now I feel like I belong in pharmacy. That's why if someone say you should follow your parents' recommendation, it's right.
Okay. Do you think being a pharmacy is going to be your passion?
After this after I study about 3 semesters, I think it's quite patient right now.
Okay. What are the benefits of becoming a pharmacy student?
I realize everything like about the medicine that I take if I feel sick, like that I don't have to take a medicine if I feel sick. I just have to rest. I just have to sleep and drink warm water, eat warm food because medicine have a lot of complicated at first effect, a lot of complicated chemicals, and sometimes if we consume a lot of medicine, it's not really good for our body too. So like after I studied that, I realized that I realized like everything about that thing.
You can do with your herbal.
Yeah, I actually study about herbal medicine too.
Yes.
But it's just the introduction for this semester, just the introduction of the herbal medicine. I will study more about herbal medicine like next semester, next year.
Because I think the pharmacy, the fabric of the medicine, so many too much mark.
Yeah.
And then one and the other is not together, but they want silent.
Mm.
I think
Yeah.
it's not good.
Yeah, it has a lot of merit. What is it? Yeah,
Brand.
Brand. Yeah.
Yeah, brand.
Brand of medicine.
Tujuanku bilang brand dari mark kan ya, merek brand ya, aduh bahasa Indonesia jadi merek brand sorry.
Okay. Next.
Yeah, that's too much maybe.
Oma, what do you think about her performance?
It's good. So many experience and smart, and from the child, the parent support, and parent is the orang pendidikan tinggi ya. I don't know.
And Vera, what do you think about your performance today?
I realized that I make a lot of grammatical errors, but the most important is I finished my presentation. So I think I've done well, and I'm proud of myself that I can speak in front of a lot of person. I like when I see myself 3 months ago, I can't do this. I cannot do this. If myself from 3 months ago come here and have a presentation like what I do right now, I don't think she can do better than what I did today. So I'm proud of myself too.
Okay, it's very good of you. And Vera, what do you suggest for a new learner? For new learners want to study English.
Okay. Just like this quote. Just trust yourself. Give yourself permission to play. Like if you just do it. If you just try, if you just do it, if you trust yourself, if you have if you will have confidence in yourself, and you will like be able to try to speak English, even so you still have like in your maybe you still have a lot of grammatical error, but if you try, you will have a confidence, just like what I did. I tried, and I know some other quotes like if you don't try, you will end up wondering what it will be like if you try, and it's better you fail after you try.
Then you never try.
Even that you never tried.
Okay. Miss As, do you have any comment about her performance?
Maybe I will ask a question, Miss.
Okay.
Vera, you said that you wanna study at Yonsei University, right?
Yeah.
What do you know about Korean culture?
Okay. About Korean culture. I actually know about Korean culture because I get influenced a lot on K-pop. I like K-pop first, and then after I listening to K-pop, know more about K-pop, and I know that some of K-pop songs have a lot of Korean traditional music on their song, and I search for that, and from that I know about the Korean culture. Like they use some harp kind of instrument, traditional instrument, but I don't really remember the name, but I know that that traditional instrument, Korean traditional instrument, is used by a lot of K-pop songs. A lot of producers to produce a famous K-pop song.
Okay, thank you, Vera.
And one
Okay, one more question.
Okay. You say you from Bogor, right?
Yeah,
So you are a new visitor in Purwokerto.
yeah.
How long do you live in here in Purwokerto?
So I first came here on my second semester, which is in the beginning of this year. So I stayed here for about maybe 6 months because in my second semester I still have a hybrid class. Which is we have an online class study and offline laboratory practice on the campus, and it only lasts about actually a week because after that I got COVID. And after I got COVID, I have to go back home, and the campus become online, full online again. And then I go back to Purwokerto after Idul Fitri, only for 1 month, and then I have my final exam, and I go back to my house in Bogor, and I go back here when the third semester start, and until now. So the total is about 5 months and a week. I have stayed here.
What do you think about Purwokerto after 5 months, 6 months?
5 months, 6 months. Okay. I think Purwokerto is small. It's a small place. And I'm a city girl. I like to spend my time at the mall, just sightseeing. Sometimes I just go to the Gramedia and searching for books, and I also like to have a mall tour. I like to go from mall to mall in Jakarta, and I think Purwokerto doesn't have that, but I'm still okay with that because of my busy schedule. I don't have time to doing my activities, doing my hobbies to explore the mall, and I think Purwokerto has a nice weather. I love cold weather, and Purwokerto has cold weather. If you think Bogor has a cold weather, you're wrong. Bogor is really hot, and I like Purwokerto because it has cold weather and low temperature, so I don't have to use air conditioner in here.
Magelang is lower this Purwokerto weather is
Yeah, it has a lower temperature than
Yeah, lower
Purwokerto.
temperature.
Yeah.
and clean and big. I think Magelang is better than Purwokerto.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But for the I think Magelang is as big as Purwokerto.
Yeah.
Yeah, as big as Purwokerto
Yeah,
because
the
it doesn't.
the
Yeah.
street is very narrow and crowded and dirty. Yeah.
But I think Magelang is kind of dirty too in some parts, but not all of them. Yeah. So I think it's kind of similar to Purwokerto. You have like countryside vibes.
Now
But-
Magelang is famous because the Sembu. So Magelang famous than the other town.
Yeah. So okay, maybe that is the last question from you that has attended here. Thank you very much for listening to my presentation, for asking me a lot of questions about my presentation. Yeah, and thank you very much.
Okay guys, finally we come to the end of this event. Thank you Vera. Give applause to Vera.